So Checo Perez is going into retirement?
That's the rumor.
Is a rumor?
The rumor is they're going to announce it in Mexico.
It would be a good way to announce it, wouldn't it? His home Grand Prix.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Yeah, I mean, is he retiring because he's going to get fired anyway?
I don't know.
That's the thing. Like, obviously, if he gets fired, there's no other available seats on the grid for him.
Yeah, no. Near
Like,
enough not, anyway.
well, obviously, it's just Audi left, but that looks like it's Bottas nailed on.
And even if it isn't Bottas, Bortoletto, Colapinto, there's a bunch of names before him anyway.
Yeah.
So
it's Red Bull or nothing for Perez. So the only thing you can really say is have Red Bull said, look, you're not performing. We want someone else in. Do you want to retire?
yeah, would you like to do it on your own terms or?
We can give you a send off in Mexico. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of them, isn't it? Where like I could see it happening,
Yeah.
but Checo's a sportsman. He's he's a ruthless competitor, like every single other driver on that grid. He wouldn't want to be forced into retirement. He's
No.
going to stay there as long as humanly possible. I mean, to drive for, one of the best teams on the grid is already an honor in itself. And yeah, he's not good enough, but he's not gonna be forced to retire. He's gonna retire on his own terms, like he's mentioned before. Like he's not going to retire because Red Bull want him to.
No, it will be his own choice. Obviously, he's got his family to think about as well.
Yeah.
So it's one of them that it's probably the right time for Checo though to go.
Yeah.
He's at probably the best team that he's been at his whole career. It's not going the way that he wants it to. And it's time for him to retire. But the interesting thing is, who do Red Bull get to replace him?
Well, this is the question, isn't it? This is why I don't believe this rumor. This rumor, I'm not taking it as gospel because who can they replace him with? Like there's
Bottas.
No, stop it. No, no. That's just
Colapinto to Audi, Bottas to Red Bull.
You can't polish a turd, Jack. Okay?
What are you trying to say?
Like, Bottas is a good driver, but he is just Checo. Like, he is just Checo.
No.
He is. He's like the type... Bottas is the most Checo caliper driver other than Checo.
Bottas, no. Bottas is a phenomenal driver.
Yeah.
Bottas is arguably one of the best number 2 drivers that you could have in a team.
Exactly. He's a number 2.
And
Red Bull...
Yeah, but the thing is, Bottas would do what Perez can't do. Bottas will win Red Bull the championship if they've got a better car. Max and Bottas, it's like Lewis and Bottas. Mercedes kept beating Ferrari. Red Bull will keep beating with Bottas and Max.
That's a whole different debate for a whole different video, but I'm not getting into that. I don't agree, but either way, yeah, no, it's not going to be Bottas. It'd be. I mean, realistically, you've got a choice between 3 drivers, really, don't you? I mean, 4 drivers. I guess you could say maybe 3 or 4 in there. Carlos Sainz is now gone. You can't. He would have been perfect. So it's really between Liam Lawson, Yuki Tsunoda, Daniel Ricciardo, or maybe even Hadjar. Yeah,
well, it's not going to be Ricciardo.
Well, the thing is, it could be. Like,
no,
you can't
not.
rule Ricciardo out.
Well, I can because Horner has come out and said, I think it was yesterday I saw, Horner came out and said Helmut Marko wanted Ricciardo out of that RB since Spain.
Spain, yeah. Yeah, but
chance. There's no chance of Ricciardo.
We know Helmut Marko and Christian Horner have been butting heads for the longest time. When was the last time you listened to one of them and took it as gospel what they're saying. Bro, they said that they've been backing Perez this whole time, and now there's rumors that they're going to replace him. They give him a contract and they want to replace him.
Well, that's because Perez is going to retirement.
Oh yeah, Perez is going to retire. Oh, okay, sure, yeah.
All I'm saying, there's a higher chance of Red Bull getting Kevin Magnussen in that car than Daniel Ricciardo.
No, that's not true. But
it is. It won't be Ricciardo.
Yeah, but you've got to pick from the pool, right? You've got to pick from the pool. You've got
to
pick from
Ricciardo's no longer in the pool. The pool is Lawson, Yuki, and Hajar.
I just threw the name in the ring. I only threw it. Never said it was
back
possible.
Out the ring.
No, I threw it in. I threw it in because you could still do it. But yeah, I mean, more than likely. You know what's interesting as well is Horner when discussing the second seat actually said, you got to look at Lawson, you've got to look at Hajar, or you've got to look outside the pool. Didn't mention Yuki's name even once.
No.
So that tells me they aren't ever going to put Yuki in there.
No.
For whatever reason, I don't know.
I mean, if they're looking outside the pool, I wouldn't rule out Lando Norris.
I would rule out Lando Norris. I think the more time that goes on, the less likely Lando's going to Red Bull. The start of this season, I was very much like, if Perez doesn't work out this year for Red Bull, and they're still dominating, I was like, I could totally see Lando going to Red Bull. But after the uprise that McLaren have had, and sort of all the technical people that have left Red Bull, including Adrian Newey, Wheatley, Red Bull just doesn't seem like a feasible option for Norris. I'd rather stay at McLaren.
Red Bull doesn't seem like a feasible option for any top driver right now.
No, but if if you're a driver, let's just say you're in Perez's position before he came to Red Bull, you're going to Red Bull.
Well, yeah, but Perez wasn't classed as a top driver.
He was after that 2020 season.
No, he was. No, we classed him as the best of the rest.
Oh, Perez.
You weren't putting him in the bracket of Max, Seb, Lewis, Fernando.
They're
the best drivers, and the best drivers that we're saying now is Charles, Lando, Max, Lewis.
Who does go to Red Bull? Did he based on what Liam does this year? The
only thing that they've got that they could put in Red Bull, the only thing that they could do is Yuki, or just throw Lawson in.
Well, we saw what happened when they threw drivers in.
They can't just put Hajar in. They can't do that.
No, you can't do that.
So the only choice that they've got is Yuki and Lawson. Yuki's the better option, but it doesn't seem like anyone wants Yuki there. So it would be looking like it would be Lawson.
But we saw what happened when they did that. We've seen what happened when they did that before with Gasly and Albon. It just didn't work.
Yeah. Well, Red Bull don't know how to learn from mistakes, do they?
Apparently not. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? I think if you were going to put your money on one, who would you say?
Lawson.
I think they're going to keep Perez because of that.
No,
fact. But if
you said put my money on one.
Yeah, that's what I just said. I said I think they're going to keep Perez, but if they
I don't think Perez is going to go. It was just the latest rumor. But you said put my money on one.
I know. I wasn't saying you didn't say that. I was saying, bro,
put your money on one. Now,
I know. So I do think Perez will stay, but if they did get rid of him, it would have to be Lawson. There's no one else. Like, that's my money. Now, my heart says Yuki.
It's not Yuki.
But it's never gone.
No one likes Yuki at Red Bull.
For some reason, I don't get why. I mean, I sort of get why, but I also don't at the same time. Like, I get it. He might bash heads with Max. He's a little bit hot-headed, and if he is quick, him and Max are going to take points off each other. Lawson maybe isn't quite there yet.
Yeah, but you can't start With Max, the thing is, he keeps saying he's not going to be in Formula One for long. There's always now these latest rumors, and there's still rumors out there that he could leave for 2026.
Yeah, there is.
You've then you can't just have a driver to back up Max and that be your game plan for your future. You now need to start thinking who's a driver that can rival Max and then take the team on.
Yeah, that's their issue, isn't it? They need someone to build the team around for the future.
Yeah, because Max ain't going to be there. Well, the maximum time Max can still be there is probably another 5 years.
Yeah, you don't really see him.
I don't
When
see
does
him
his
lasting
contract
longer
end?
than 5 more years.
When's his
So,
contract end? 28? Is it 2028?
28.
28. I don't see him being past there. I don't think he renews
So
his
that's
contract.
4 years.
I don't think he renews it. Unless he moves to a different team, I don't see him renewing his contract at Red Bull.
Yeah, that's the thing. He either stays at Red Bull till 28 or he goes to a new team in 26, and that's probably a 3-year deal, so it could be 29.
Yeah, potentially. And that's more likely to be Aston Martin more than anything.
It's more likely to be Aston Martin. I think Mercedes still have a shout, but it's not going to be Ferrari.
Yeah. So, especially with Behrman waiting in the wings as well. I think
Yeah.
Ferrari. But it's an interesting one. Yeah, I mean, this Red Bull debate rages on after the Daniel Ricciardo, Liam Lawson drama. Perez now rumored to retire at Mexico. Yeah, any final thoughts? Any more conflicting final thoughts to this absolute madness of a season that we've had with Red Bull?
No, I just want to see it all unfold now and see what happens come Mexico.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll see you in a bit.